I want to go with the summer move.
Summer moves. All
Yeah,
right.
is this
Okay.
affecting your summer move?
Yeah, yeah. Well, what are your thoughts? I mean, do you want me to kind of delve into
Uh,
where that came from? All right, while you type it up,
yeah. Well,
again,
go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
this one again was another conversation. You know, I was actually when this one came up, I was in the store with my son Savion, and the three of us was having a conversation. This was this one, right? This was
Yeah,
the one.
that's was the one. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
one.
you know, just thinking about you know, as Father's Day coming and you know, picnicking and people doing things out, you know, out in the street and out in the park with all of this violence going on, is it slowing you down or is it making people say, no, I'm not going to do that because things are too crazy, or I'm not going to go, I'm not going to sit on my steps, or I'm not going to put the grill out because I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. Now, let me say this before you answer, Nike. Remember when we posed that question to Savion, he said yes. Remember,
Yeah,
he said it
yeah,
makes, you know, when he's thinking about all the violence and everything that happens, it makes him think twice about. I think he said going out to play ball around the corner, something like
yeah,
that. You
yeah.
know,
And I can see that. You know what I
right,
mean?
right, yeah. So what are your thoughts on it, though, man? All this violence, do you think it affects summer moves?
It does, cause even here in North Carolina, right?
Mm,
I always when I'm making moves or when I'm going certain places, I still got my, and that's
mm,
just because I'm from Philly, I guess, you know
right,
what I mean? But
right,
I still have my head on the swivel
right.
because I know how hard because I know for one how hard it is out here, right?
Mm, mhm.
For one, like, people robbing and stealing. I'm not making excuses for
Right, I
everybody because
understand.
some
Right.
people are just assholes. But some people are robbing and stealing because they hungry. Some
Mm,
people are robbing and stealing because you know what I mean? Like some of the unnecessary violence is bullshit. But I
mhm.
do understand the people who are trying to make trying to make ends meet. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Trying to
For
eat.
survival.
Right. Survival of the fittest.
Mhm.
But and here's another thing. So, I usually come to Philly a few times a summer. I move different when I come to Philly than from when I used to, you know what I mean?
Mm,
I don't
right,
hang on the block,
right. Yeah.
hang on the corner and all
No,
of that.
remember we had that conversation with Phil and them, remember?
Right, yeah,
That's one
yeah.
of the
I,
things he
I
said.
you know, I say what's up, keep it moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here's another thing. And I know I just said how, I'm above, you
Mm,
know,
mhm,
all of the violence and all of
mhm.
the anger and all that. But when I come to Philly, I still got my thing because not that I'm looking to do anybody harm, but I'm not willing to die just
Being
because you
oblivious.
are
Right,
willing. I'm not
right,
willing to die just because you ready for me to die. Like I'm not
right,
ready to die because you
right,
ready for me to die.
right,
You
right,
get what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right. So you
So
talking like protecting yourself.
right, and it ain't that has nothing to do with anger. That's just like
No,
I
no, no.
said,
That's common
survival of
sense.
the
It's protect
fittest.
yourself. Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So so it does affect my moods, man. And it should affect your moods because if you're
Yeah.
going out
It's
there like
reality.
and you
Right.
ain't,
Right. Right.
you being
Right.
all goofy,
Yeah.
you,
Yo, but
man, you'll get laid out.
that's a sad that's a sad state though. You know.
It is.
And
It's
again, you
very
know,
sad.
you have to because it's the reality. So you have to move based on the way things are versus the way you want them to be. So it's a sad
Right.
state, but I think it has. I mean, there were times when you were ready to go out. It's like, all right, let's go. Now it's where can I go? You
Right.
know, where can I go? Especially if you're talking about going somewhere where you're going to be drinking and being social and maybe a party or something like that. It's like, okay, who's going to be there? What kind of person is going to be there? You
You
know,
remember when we was getting ready to do the show down at
right?
do the live show down
Yeah, that's what I was
down
talking
York
about.
Street?
30th Street. Yep.
Everybody's like, "Yo, bro, you
Yo,
sure
yeah,
you
you
want
might
to do
want to
that?" Like,
reconsider that.
man, they
Right.
riding
Mhm.
through here like shooting up
Yeah.
everybody, and I'm
Right.
like,
Right.
"Bro,
Right.
it's like, you know what I mean?" We was getting ready to start a basketball league right there
Mm.
because they got the new courts up and
Right.
everything.
Yep. That's what
We,
dude
we
shot
got
his
the real
commercial.
brothers. We got the real brothers banner hanging on the hanging on the court.
Hmm.
But then
Hmm.
everybody's like, man, that what I mean, we can't put that together because what I mean, they going crazy with the shooting down here, and
Yo,
I'm like,
but Nike.
it's
The other
crazy.
side of that is that I mean, again, you have to be mindful and aware of the way things are actually are. You can't ignore something that's staring you in your face. But the other side of that is that you can't live in fear, though. We can't just say, all
Right.
right, I'm just going out to work to the supermarket and that's it. Because that's no type of existence either.
But you have to live in a certain amount of fear, just to like what I was saying about the basketball league.
Mhm.
Even though we got a sign up saying "Real
Whoa,
Brothers,"
wow! Somebody put a.
you know, just because we have a sign up saying "Real Brothers," right?
Mhm.
That don't mean that somebody gonna say, "Oh, that's Real Brothers. That's
Right,
Real
right,
Brothers
right. Yeah.
shit right there."
Nah,
We
nah.
can't
Yeah.
lay nobody down.
Off
They
hands.
could be
Right.
shooting at somebody else, and if we got kids out there playing basketball, one of them get hit or
Mm.
one of them get shot, then that's kind of on us. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Let me
So
read this.
that's why
Go
we
ahead. Go
didn't.
ahead.
That's one of the reasons why we didn't do it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that that's not actually fear, but it's actually trying to protect our kids.
Right. 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 Right.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm
And that's what I
saying?
said. I mean, if that's the reality, you have to live in it. But unfortunately, it's a catch-22 because then if everyone stays in,
Right.
then it basically gets worse because there's nobody out there. There are not enough eyes in the street. All right.
Hey, let me read this
You want to read this one?
comment
Okay.
by Amira.
Okay.
Hey, Amira, how you doing?
How you doing,
Hit the
Amir?
link and come on and talk to us. She said, I don't even want to live in this city anymore. I love the outdoor block events, but I'm leery on attending them now, especially with my children.
Mm,
I go outside the city just to take my children to the playground. I'm
wow.
overly cautious going to going grocery shopping or even just walking to the corner store. I'm
Wow.
not at peace anymore.
Wow.
Right. I
That right.
always
That's
love
big.
Philly, but not to the point of my children's safety or even mine and my husband's safety. I was caught in a crossfire just
Mm,
trying to get gas on Broad
wow.
Street.
See, and
And I
that's what
get
it is.
and that's
Yeah.
real. That's
Yeah.
real. That's
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
shit. And this
Yeah.
thing, she ain't the only one that feel like that.
Right,
That's
right.
real,
And
man.
it's the
That's real
randomness of
shit.
it. It's the
Right.
randomness of it.
Right. That's
I
real
think if
shit.
it was just the knuckleheads killing each other off, that would be terrible too. But it's the
Right.
fact that, like she just said, the thought
Right.
of you just being somewhere minding your business, getting caught in the
In the
crossfire,
wrong place at the
in the wrong
wrong
place, wrong
time.
time. Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right. Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I was saying. Like it's hard to have like a basket. Remember back when we was kids, Stace,
Mm,
we had block
that's right.
parties.
That's right.
Uh
You put the water plug
uh
up. That's right.
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 You know what I mean?
Right.
We
Yeah.
had the water plug going,
Yeah.
spraying cars when they go
That's
by,
right.
stuff like
You
that.
like you couldn't spray a car
You
now. You
couldn't
can't even
spray
spray
a car
somebody
right
with
now.
a
Somebody
water
go
gun. You can't
what?
do that now. No,
Yo, that's
you just
crazy
can't.
though. You know what I
You
mean?
right. I mean that something as simple
That's
as
how
that. Because
much
remember,
our society has devolved.
agree. Devolved. You're right. You're right. Devolved. Like before, when the water plug was up, you put your water in your blood and you chase people around to wet them up. Remember?
Yeah, we had buckets. You
You
had
had
like, you know what
buckets,
I mean?
right?
All that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
remember the
And it was
person?
fun.
It was fun. Don't throw that water on me. You chase them around and you get them.
Right. Yep.
You can't
It
do
was
that now.
fun.
You can't do that
Now
now, man. You get
you
shot.
can't do it. Yeah, you get
You
shot for
get
that.
shot. And now listen to this. When I was having a conversation with someone a little while ago, and I was saying what a lot of people don't realize is that it's almost like we're right back where we were in the 90s when they brought out three strikes and you're out. This is what our parents were saying. Kids getting caught in the crossfires and self-destruction, and then our parents who were just trying to live, just trying to make it, started saying to the politicians, "You have to do something because we can't
Right.
continue this way." And then they came out with three strikes you're out, and here we
Yeah,
are.
but see, Stace, that didn't help our community, right? Because
There were
think about who
unintended
think of
consequences. I agree.
it didn't help our community. Because first of all, think about who the three strikes was on,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
That's right. Yeah.
Now you got all of our fathers in jail,
Yep.
right?
Records. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
unfortunately,
that
like,
didn't help, but that's not the solution. Three strikes is
it's
not
not.
the solution.
It's
Because
not.
to be honest, I'm lucky I'm here because I was on my three strike shit.
You were
But
right there.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And the
Just
man
told you.
told me,
Yeah.
you come back through here one more time. All I
Then
got to do
you.
is just see you one more time. And
Mm.
you ain't never going home.
See,
That was my wake up call
Nike,
right there.
but the problem is though, Nike. Think about what Iran, the young lady said. I don't like the city. I'm not safe. So I have to take my kids outside of the neighborhood to go to the playground. Or you keep them in the house and let them play on the or keep them in the house and let them play on a video game. After a while, you start saying, do something. You have to do. We can't just say 3 strikes you're out is not the right answer. Let's not do it.
But see, you have to say do something. But see, they not going to do something. We've been saying do something, like you said. We've been saying do something since the 90s. Only thing they going to do is say, "Oh,
lock them up.
Oh, we got a chance to lock these boys up again. Here we go."
Yeah.
And that brings us to our next topic, actually. But
whoa,
what I'm
nice
saying,
segue.
but what I'm saying is,
yeah,
I understand. Like there's a lot of people in Philly that feels exactly the way Amira does.
That's right.
And life shouldn't have
the whole
to be
energy
that way.
has changed. The energy is different in the city now, man.
When I come to Philly now, that's not the Philly I grew up in.
Correct.
The whole energy of Philly is different.
Correct. You're right.
All right.
Right. The energy is different. All right.
And that's a good segue into our last topic, which is
Operation
Trigger Lock.